Oh, so hey guys, back out in the shop again today. So today I'm going to be doing a redo video on the Carolina rig that I taught how to make previously. And the reason I'm going to do this the first time, you couldn't really see my hand. I got some feedback on that. People said it wasn't that great. And so I'm trying to redo that a little bit. And then as we discussed in other videos, the whole key of this channel is eventually I'm going to be showing fishing spots in Charleston, South Carolina and giving you the coordinates. And then I'm going to suggest that you use this Carolina rig at these particular spots. You'll come back, give us feedback of what you caught that day. I'm going to show you what I caught that day when I went. And hopefully we just start sharing good fishing spots around Charleston, South Carolina. So let me know what you think. This Carolina rig, you're pretty much going to use this for redfish, trout, flounder, and you'll catch a lot of other stuff out of jetties too. I think the most fish that we've caught out there was 17 different species in one day during the summertime. So again, I'll give you what tide I was fishing at, what day and everything, and then if you have a boat in Charleston, you go try it out and hopefully give back some good feedback. So yeah, enjoy this rig. Here's how you tie it. Alright, so for this first part, we're going to go ahead and run our line that's off our rod into our sinker weight. And so what this does is you run this first, and then you're going to tie your line or your knot on this other side here, and it's going to keep the weight from sliding down onto your actual hook. Some people like to use these little bead balls. I have found out throughout the years that I've caught more fish the less rigging I have on any type of my fishing. The fish actually can see this type stuff. So what I like to do is I don't use the ball, but some people I know in the previous comments, they've argued that it'll help the weight from hitting onto your actual knot. But really I haven't lost too many weights or too many riggings just because of that. So I don't particularly like it, but if you want to, you would feed that on next if you want to use it in yours. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take both lines and you're going to run them parallel on top of each other. On this top line, you're going to make a loop. So loop that back around to your fingers, and then you're going to take the line and you are going to go back through the hoop 7 times. Alright, and then once you've gone around 7 times, pull on this far end line and you'll see there's your knot. So then what you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing with your carbon fiber line or monofilament line. So take this, same thing, make your loop. I like to pinch it where they're both together, and then you want to go around and through the hoop of both the monofilament line and then your normal braid line. And again, let's do that 7 times. That makes a really good knot. Alright, and same thing there. You're going to pull on your outer line there, forming the other knot. Make sure it's nice and tight. No slack in there. And then grab your fishing line and your other monofilament line, pull it together, and now you have a nice solid knot. And this is actually called a uni knot if you want to look that up. There are several other videos that show how to tie this knot as well. So then you're just going to cut your excess off. And you're good to go. So this is going to hold your weight down. This knot will stop it from moving around too much on the bottom of the water. And now we're going to put our hook on. So as you can see even here, our hook is going to go here. Let's see if I can find a hook. There we go. Your hook is going to go here, but when you use whatever live shrimp or live bait that you have, most of your line is going to sink down, especially here in Charleston. It's going to sink down in the pluff mud. And then it's going to give this much free range for your live bait to swim around. And your fish is not going to concentrate so much on the weight itself, but other the bait that's attached to the hook. So this is why this line is great for Charleston, because we have all these flats and mud bottoms or pluff mud bottoms, and it just, I use this for all of our redfish and sea trout and flounder as well. Alright, so now that you have that tied, let's go ahead and tie our hook. So run it through your eyelet, come all the way out to the end, and again form you another loop at the top end of it. Once you've gone around 7 times, up there at the top where you've been holding on to it, you have a loop. Stick that through the hole grab onto that loose end, hold onto your hook, and give it a quick pull. And see, that starts to form that knot right there. Now the other part, before it gets too tight, you want to wet this, because when you do pull on this, your knot will start to warm up and could cause friction, and I have lost a couple hooks by not putting on a little bit of liquid. So I just wet my finger and then just rub that all around the hook itself, and then continue just to pull. So as you can see, there's a great little knot right there, and your hook is good. I go ahead and cut off the rest of this excess, and now you're good to go. So now you have your official Carolina rig. So again, this lays on the bottom. You have all this slack in here for whatever live bait you have to swim around, attracting the fish. And then your fish doesn't really look too much at the actual rigging or your weight here. That's why I love this rig. Also, some people will call this a flounder rig. And the reason they do that is, what you do is you'll cast this initially out onto the flat and then just slowly crank it in, letting it sit and rest and figuring out which rhythm that you want to do. But the whole time, this is bouncing off the bottom. And if it goes by a flounder, your flounders usually lay about right here, and if you drag it by them, they'll see this live bait bouncing around, and that's how you catch a lot of flounders with this rig. So hope you enjoy this rig. Let me know in the comments below another way or a better way to do it. I know there's thousands of ways to do it, but this is the way that I have proven most successful at Charleston. And I use this one out, which you'll see in future videos as discussed before. We're going to use this out at the Charleston Jetties all the time. So hope you like this video. Yeah, and stay tuned. A lot more fishing to come this summer. Thanks, guys. Bye.